What's your biggest takeaway from this season, from a team's perspective, and also from an individual standpoint?
I think from a team perspective, we got an opportunity, or a lot of these young guys got an opportunity to showcase themselves at this level. Hopefully gain some experience and understand what they need to work on and get better at to be a more productive player for our group next year. And hopefully that's a positive and pays off. I think we, obviously with the new coaching staff, got used to some of the new system stuff and got a little bit more familiar with one another as a group. And, I think at times you could see our game look like we want it to look. And at other times, obviously with a lot of the lineup changes and maybe lack of cohesiveness as a group, we struggled, but hopefully next year that doesn't happen as much and we can be a much better team. Individually, I think, I had a good year. I'm really never satisfied. I think I could have produced at an even higher clip. I look back on some of the chances that I've had and some of the games where, the finish wasn't there. But at the same time, I think, I proved that, I can be a top player in this league. I am a top player in this league. And, it's my job to put the puck in the net. And I've done that pretty consistently over the last number of years.
You and a handful of other players on the team are right in the middle of the prime of your career. Is there any concern, though, that this could turn into maybe a longer rebuild, and this won't be a team that necessarily is able to compete for a playoff spot or a Stanley Cup next season?
Not sure. I think, I think there's going to probably be some important changes and additions to our group next year, which I think is going to be a big help, obviously. I think, we got some good players, on paper. We got some really good players, on our roster. We just have to go out there and perform. And I think, I'll just talk about myself personally, focus on that. I think I'm getting better and better each and every year. I thought I got a lot better this year. I thought I made a lot more plays. I thought my playmaking really improved, and that's something that I think is really going to be beneficial, not only for me but our team moving forward. And I think I'm not necessarily in the middle of my prime, probably at the beginning of it.
Shane.
Good morning, Evander. Thank you again for all your working with us this season. We pretty appreciate it. To actually go on Curtis's question, Doug has talked about it being a reset mode. As a player who you're with the Sharks for a while, contractually, is that something that you want to be a part of?
I haven't heard back about rebuild. I've thrown out the term reset.
Reset. Yes. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
I mean, nobody wants to go through a rebuild. I don't think. I know I don't have any interest in that. I know a lot of the guys on the team don't have any interest in that. And from my conversations with Doug and getting to know him over the last couple of years, he doesn't seem that the guy that wants to go through a rebuild either. And I think, our group, we have a lot of self-belief, and as individuals and as a group that's not going to be necessary. Like I said, I think, we kind of use this season, especially towards the end, to give an opportunity for a lot of the younger players to gain some experience at this level and see what they can provide for our team. I think we're going to have a training camp next year and some exhibition games to really see if that pays off. And at the same time, I don't think we're going to be idle in the off season in terms of adding to our team. So, with all that being said, I feel that going into next year with veteran guys that we have, our younger players hopefully being much better going into training camp next year, and some additions, there's no excuse why we shouldn't be not only in the playoffs but competing to win.
And this season was Bob Bugner's first as the full-time head coach of the Sharks. How do you think he did? How was your relationship with him?
Yeah, I think it was a fresh start for Boogie coming off last year, coming in the middle of the season. And I think it was a fresh start for all of us. I think his candidness in the room and individually was good. I think it was also, it was a tough spot for him to try to manage all the players kind of coming in and out of our lineup, and especially probably in the latter part of the year. But I thought, for the most part, he did a really good job, and he was in a tough spot with everything that was going on. That's for sure.
And speaking about yourself personally, you did an interview with Athletic a couple of days ago, and you talked about how going to the rink, it was enjoyable for the first time in a long time. And what I want to ask you from that quote was, I guess, how long was it not fun for you, I guess? How long were you playing with the cloud of everything going on in your personal life around you?
I don't know. Tough to say. Probably 6-7 years.
Okay. And, this year in particular, were there any teammates in particular who were supportive of you, during this, challenging time for yourself, or just made this year a lot more fun or easier to get through?
No, I mean, everybody was really good. I mean, it wasn't something that was necessarily talked about or that I felt I needed to talk about. It was pretty much business as usual. Like I said, it just made things more enjoyable, and the guys were good about it, but there was really nothing to be good about because it was just something everybody knew, and it didn't really change anything in the room or the dynamic of the relationships I had with the team or individual guys.
And focusing on the ice stuff, tonight we expect that you'll be named the Sharks Player of the Year. We don't know that for sure, but that's media voted, and I think that's the direction we've all gone in. And in advance of that, I guess, what does it mean to you to emerge not just as a go-to guy for the Sharks, but as the go-to guy?
Well, I don't know if I wouldn't necessarily call it emerging as that. I think, my mindset, my mentality, I always feel and want to be the go-to guy. You have to let your play and your performance do the talking for you on that. I think since I've been here, I've done a pretty good job of that and been pretty consistent since I've been here in being a guy that can be relied on to put the puck in the net and contribute and be a difference maker each and every night. And, we got a lot of different guys that can do that, but it's at the same time, it's nice to be recognized, and, just want to keep doing that each and every year.
And a last question for me. Can you speak to any of the Hockey Diversity Alliance's plans this summer?
Not right now, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Evander, for your time, and have a good summer.
Curtis.
Evander, I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. Is it your hope that you'll have all the bankruptcy proceedings behind you by the time training camp starts in the fall?
Not sure.
Is it fair to say, though, that maybe this thing will drag on for a little while?
Not sure.
Okay. In March, there was a filing within federal bankruptcy court that you guys were considering voiding the last 4 years of your deal. Can you say for sure, though, that you'll be back with the Sharks next season under the same contract?
I cannot, no.
Okay. How, you're just looking forward to some time off right now? I mean, just to get away from it for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's same as every season whenever it's over. You're looking forward to having your own personal schedule and taking some time to relax and have some fun and spend some time with your family. That's about it.
Are you going to be paying attention to the Mayweather Paul fight?
Yeah, I mean, pay attention to all that type of stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Are you still interested in doing that at some point? Maybe stepping into the ring?
Yeah, Jake knows. He's very aware. I don't think I'm his first option, but I think that has to do with because he's scared. So we'll see.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Evander. I appreciate it.
Dan.
Evander, just looking at the last game of the season, it would you guys definitely could still influence who wins the President's Trophy, who wins the division. Looking at the game tonight, how nice would it be to be able to be an influencer in that and come out with a win the last day of the year?
Yeah, well, if that's the situation, I wasn't aware of that until you mentioned it. Then yeah, there's some extra motivation. I mean, I think we've done enough favors for these guys this year. It'd be nice to definitely spoil their party and ruin that opportunity for them.